What's up, guys? So today we're doing something a little bit different. You guys saw my last video with the pit bike build series. I put the new front suspension on, and I had I don't know what to call it. I got an idea today on what we can do with it to test the new suspension. Joe just picked me up. We're gonna go pick up some wood and try to build a little kicker that we're gonna set up on different, not on hills, but like if we can find a hill, we're gonna set the kicker up and see how far we can jump, or if we can land on it. We're gonna bring it to different places, see what we can find. Like if we're just driving on the road, we see a big like kind of hill thing, pull the ramp out, set it up, and try to jump it. So that's the plan right now. We're gonna go pick up wood and try to build this little kicker. Joe, the real question here is why you have a nail gun just in your front seat? I don't understand. What are you doing?
I do for maybe do some more for maybe it worked.
Oh, gotcha. All right, guys. So we just pulled up to I don't know. Joe knows somebody, or he works here, and he knows there's like scrap wood. So we're at some garage. Supposedly he's got a bunch of plywood and 2x4s underneath here. Oh, perfect. Where are the 2x4s? Oh, there's some back over there. This plywood will work. Like 1 or 2 layers for the ramp, and then get a smooth one for the top or something. It's gonna be super wide, and it's not gonna be super big. Damn, it's not gonna be that big, so I don't need that much wood. Oh. Slide it up the front. That'll work. Yeah, I think we need more than that. These aren't 2x4s. Actually, these will be a good base, to be honest. It's gonna be hanging out so much. Don't forget your toolbox up there. Alright, guys, we just got back to my house. I'm gonna get all the wood unloaded and stuff and start building this thing. Not really sure how big we're gonna do it yet. Maybe like 3 feet tall by 3 feet wide. I don't know, just enough to fit the pit bike and maybe like the bikes eventually if we do end up using it for that. But we're gonna just easy enough so we can carry it around and bring it places, and not like huge and bulky and super big, and just enough for so like 2 people can just pick it up, put it somewhere, and we can try it out. So here's our situation right now. We got everything set up, all our wood, and we're gonna take some measurements right now and try to figure out how big we actually want it and how wide and stuff, like I said before. But right now it's looking at, it's gonna be about 4 feet wide and about 4 feet tall. So that's what we're working with. We don't need anything too crazy. I mean, it's gonna have a little bit of a curve to it, so it's gonna launch you pretty good either way, and you're gonna be coming at it pretty fast. That's the plan, at least. However fast you're going at it, it should kick you pretty high. But yeah, we're gonna try to get all this traced out and get it cut, and then see how it looks from there, and see if we actually like the curve from it. I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it. Stuff marked out how we want the ramp curved. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but we're at all our markings right here. It's all marked out, and yeah. All right. Alright, so we just got the first stencil marked out and cut. So this is what the side, or basically what the ramp's gonna look like. So yeah, that's pretty much the outline for the ramp. We gotta make one more on the other side, and then just cut the 2x4s to width for the ramp, and then we'll screw it all together, get the couple pieces on the top, and it'll be good to go. It sounds so much simpler just talking about it than it really is, and cutting all this out and doing everything a second time. Alright, now we're just outlining the stencil, another piece of wood, so it'll be identical, and cut it out. There you go, we gotta cut it out. I'll cut this one out, Joe, I got it. Alright, so we got both our templates all cut out, ready to go. And they came out pretty close to each other. They're almost exact. Yeah, they're close enough where you're not gonna really notice it once we put that plywood on there. So I think we're pretty much good to go to start framing it up and getting this thing finished up. We're getting the framing all put together now. We got the whole side on, we got kind of the base, and we're gonna cut around it. So it's a little more sturdy now, because we weren't gonna put these in originally, but we figured it'd be a lot more like rigid, because we are jumping pit bikes and dirt bikes off of it, not just BMX bikes. So the stronger the better.
There's another one.
Oh.
Oh, pull.
So here's our progress so far. We got the top done. It's pretty sturdy, to be honest. It doesn't really move at all. And yeah, just got to get the final one down here, and then we're gonna rip it up and get a piece of plywood laid over it. Alright, so we've been at it for probably like a good 30 minutes now, and we got most of, or all of the framing done on the ramp here, and all that's left is to just put the plywood over the top, bend it over, screw it down, and then we can finally jump this thing. I don't think we're going to jump it on the pit bike tonight since it is getting a little bit dark already, but we're going to try it on the bike. Maybe we'll bring it off in the backyard and try to set it up on that little kicker back there. What's up, guys? So it's the next day right now. We didn't finish the last night because it got dark outside. Joe's here again, and we're gonna head to Lowe's and get some longer screws because we couldn't get the top board on because our screws were too short and it wasn't going in right. So let's go to Lowe's and pick up these long screws and try to finish this thing today. All right, we just got back, got my screws and stuff. We're gonna get some other stuff, but whatever. We were gonna get handles for it, but we're just gonna cut them out. I don't think we're gonna fit this way.
We gotta put it in bubble.
Oh, yeah. That way we put it up against the house and it won't move when we're pressing the wood on. Here's the screws we're dealing with now. These things are so much bigger. The ones before maybe only went to like right here and it barely made it through that wood into the actual 2x4. So these should pretty much hold it down, hopefully. But yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. And the hardest part is getting it to bend down and getting it to form, because this wood, we should have gotten better wood, not plywood making this, but you know, the wood is free and yeah, but it's easier to bend with smaller, thinner wood and just do more layers. But whatever, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna screw this thing down.
Yeah, there you go.
So we got the ramp all put together here. It's all screwed in. It's honestly pretty solid. But yeah. Joe, you gonna hit it? You gonna jump it to flat?
It's so sketchy.
Yeah, I know. You're good. Let's see some wheelies. Where are you going?